Even if you tried, you wouldn't understand it. Maybe something's missing inside of you. Just a bit of sugar to that horrid bitter.
Hey everyone, my name is Sophie. If you love all things organizing, cleaning, productivity, and motivation, then you are in the right spot. Today's video, we are going to be decluttering and organizing my office. And if you followed me for a while, you know that most of my spaces are already pretty organized, but I think my office needs a little bit of work and, like I said, a little bit of decluttering. So this video is especially exciting because it's in collaboration with my friend here on YouTube, Jenny. She recently just changed the name of her YouTube channel from Jenny Teal, if you're already familiar with her, to Cleaning Therapy. And I cannot think of a more perfect name to describe her channel than Cleaning Therapy. I have loved her videos from the first video that I watched. She has such a calming and soothing presence. She has created such a beautiful community of positive and uplifting videos and subscribers, and it is just so welcoming to all, and I can't help but feel better after every video I watch of hers. It truly does feel like cleaning therapy, just sitting down and watching her videos or cleaning along with her. She's actually going to be organizing her office as well, so you can get double the office motivation, lots of decluttering, organizing, and cleaning to come. So if you're ready for it, let's jump right into the video.
Hold up, baby. I can sit beside you while you go.
Here's a look at how everything looked before. You'll see that I left things quite messy in anticipation of filming this video, but that's okay because we're going to be doing a lot of decluttering and organizing and cleaning up of this entire office space today.
Go on, blow up your ego, your undying ego. Oh, look.
I really wanted to start with my desk drawer, and specifically this drawer where I have all of my cords and cables. If you're following me on Instagram or here on YouTube, you've been seeing that we've been doing this sophisticated declutter, which is a 6-month decluttering process where we're going through our entire homes and decluttering everything. So if you're new to that and you haven't started yet, we are only on week 3, so you're not too late to join us. So feel free to check me out on Instagram and you'll have all of the information you need there. And I'm also linking in the cards a full playlist for all of the sophisticated declutter videos on YouTube. But when I went through and decluttered my bedroom, I took some of the things that were out of my nightstand. I had a lot of cords and cables in there and decided that they are better suited in the office, and I wanted to have all of my cords and cables in one spot. So I brought it in here and was holding off until I went through my office to really figure out what I needed and find a home for everything.
Your undying ego. Oh, look, here he goes, stepping on toes with his humble and everlasting ego. Oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes. Oh, here.
You'll see, especially with these small compartments, I'm doing a lot of arranging and rearranging. I'm trying to figure out a way that everything makes the most sense. I like to have all of my headphones next to each other, all of my chargers next to each other, just so everything kind of makes sense. And then there are different size slots, so I wanted to make sure everything was fitting in those slots properly as well.
Every bit of you couldn't face the truth that maybe you're just not that nice and humble kind. That would be a lie. Go on, blow up your ego, your undying ego.
Oftentimes we hold on to far too many cords. I really recommend having at most 2 backups of any type of cord. So I have a phone charger at my desk as well as one in my bedroom for my nightstand. And beyond that, I only want to have maybe 2 extra iPhone chargers that I keep in my desk for when I travel or in case one breaks. But beyond that, you don't really need any more. And if you're worried about needing more than 2 because of them breaking, by the time you need another, you're probably going to get a new phone anyway, and you'll have another one in your life.
Stranger stepped into my life. Such a magic feeling. We tore down my wall.
I grabbed a few bins for this whole decluttering and organizing process, and that's a great tip anytime you're going through a space and organizing and decluttering, is to have one bin for items that need to be relocated to a different room, as well as another one for things that you're going to declutter. You can hold off and go through that bin of items that are going to be decluttered once you're all done and sort through things that should go in the trash, things you might want to try and give to friends or family, items you might want to even try selling, and then those that you can go ahead and donate. So I wouldn't worry in the middle of the process about making those separations. In the office, you'll see I'll have a separate pile for paper that needs to be shredded, but beyond that, I usually go through everything at the very end. I'm trying to be so intentional about all of my spaces, especially as I'm going through and decluttering everywhere. I want to make sure everything that I keep in a space is something that I use in that place. So I do like to have hand lotion in my desk drawer. I sit here all day at work, and oftentimes I find that my hands are dry, and this is just the time that I use hand lotion. So that's something I want to keep in there. I want to keep just one chapstick. That's really all I need, as well as some pens that are easy for me to reach. So as I'm here arranging and rearranging these drawers, I did want to talk a little bit more about Jenny's channel. And if you guys, like I said at the beginning, haven't checked out her channel and you are a regular viewer of mine, or you're new to mine and stumbled across it because you love this type of content, you are really going to enjoy her content as well. I really like the reason she started her channel. I think it's so meaningful. She started her channel as a tool that helped her manage her mental health, especially things like anxiety and depression. She shares weekly cleaning, decluttering, organizing, and decorating inspiration. So there's tons of different types of content, but she is just the sweetest person. It's been so fun doing this collaboration together. So please make sure you go check out her channel and her video when you're done watching mine. And I also wanted to say, if you are here from Jenny's channel, I really appreciate you coming over and stopping by. I hope if you like my video that you stay around and you subscribe to my channel for lots more content like this, as well as some get it all done type videos, more cleaning. I like to bake and cook a lot, so there'll be some of that content mixed in. Just a lot of variety. So I really do hope you stick around and subscribe. You might call me crazy, but I'm going to go through every single pen and pencil and test to make sure it still works. I actually did this 1 year ago. I have another office decluttering video on my channel and threw away a bunch of pens that time, but I was surprised that a year later, even more of them have dried out and there were more that I was ready to get rid of. So it seems like a silly exercise, but I kind of had fun making a little rainbow pattern. You can always listen to a podcast, watch a TV show and do this. But I would really urge you, if you have a giant pile like this, to actually go through and declutter your pens, because I bet they're not all still working.
I'm thinking you were made for me. Isn't it my birthday yet? Cause I gotta say, you're looking like a gift for me. Wrapped up nice and neat, babe.
Next up, I have my printer ink and my extra cartridges for my label maker. And I do have a ton of printer ink. I like to buy it in a larger pack from Amazon. It's cheaper that way. So I do go through a fair amount of printer ink. My husband thinks this is way too much, but I will end up going through it. So I think it's okay to keep these extras, and I would hate to declutter it because it's so expensive.
You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one.
I do have another small drawer unit like the one under my desk in my IKEA system on the back wall there. And I have a couple of drawers that are dedicated to sticky notes or post-it notes and little notebooks. So I'm going to go through those and switch things out because I had some gift packaging under my desk, which didn't make a ton of sense. So I'm going to put that in the IKEA unit along the wall with the rest of my wrapping paper and stuff, and then switch that out. for stationery and all of the supplies I use to send letters like return address labels and stamps. That makes a lot more sense to me to have at my desk. Again, it's all about where you use things and keeping like items together. While all the bins and baskets and drawer dividers and all of those things are so much fun when it comes to organizing, you can really make a huge difference in your space if you just categorize, do a little bit of decluttering. Next up, a lot of people's nemesis, we have all of my paper files, and I do a pretty good job, if I do say so myself, of keeping my paper files minimal. Now, I am newly married. We don't have kids yet, so that keeps things simple in itself. But I go through it actually quite regularly. And you'll see I have a few different types of files here, but the one I'm the most guilty of where I need to declutter is some of my manuals and instructions, as well as receipts. I held on to a lot of the instructions for how to build some of my furniture items and held on to them until I moved into this new apartment with my husband in case I needed to rebuild anything as we moved here, and we didn't take anything apart and end up rebuilding it. So I assume the same is going to hold true once we leave this apartment and buy a house. So I just got rid of those instructions. I don't think I need them anymore, as well as manuals. I've said this before, but manuals and other instructions, oftentimes you can find them online. So don't worry about keeping all of those different manuals. And if you're ever worried about not being able to find them online, just Google it and try and find it first before you throw any of those manuals or instructions away.
I've seen those faces, I've heard all the lies, but you ain't gazing on someone in denial. 'Cause you want dollar bills right now, but you gotta work real hard. I know you want it to be easy, so let your guard down. And I say,
so here's that IKEA unit I was talking about on the back wall. You'll see there are some more office type supplies in there, but it's quite neat and organized. So I'm putting those drawers away and heading back to the desk, and I almost dropped that glass plate that almost fell on the ground and broke.
You wanna stay chill right now, and don't let your eyes off the prize. I know you want it.
I'm continuing to finalize and arrange and rearrange things. Some of these items were from the unit under my desk, and I'm going to put them up here and fit them into the little drawer dividers. It still kind of looks like a tornado hit my office, but whenever you're organizing, it always looks worse before it looks better.
Have what it takes inside, 'cause you can make it too. If not, says who? Yeah, you can make it too.
It's funny watching myself arrange and rearrange things. I just like to make sure everything's perfect and as functional as possible. This is a place where I spend probably the majority of most of my days because I do work full-time as an attorney, and we are fully remote right now, so I'm working from home, sitting at this desk quite often. Also, to keep me on track with my to-do list and my calendars, you'll see I have my weekly planner pad and my daily planner pad. I actually designed these and created them and sell them on my website, so you can always head to sophisticatedorganization.com and check those out if you're ever interested in purchasing a weekly planner pad or a daily planner pad. The last real thing is to organize the top of my desk. So I'm going to unplug my computers, my work computer, my personal computer, tuck those under my monitor stand. That's really the goal for me, is to just have those and a notebook, just one notebook under my monitor stand, but that's not always the case. It often collects lots of extra papers, and when I want my desk to be clean, I just stack them all up and stick them under the monitor stand. So I'm trying to break that habit, and I'm gonna go through all those papers now, really file them away. I'm using this one notebook, and it has a divider in it, and I'm planning to use half of it for work purposes and the other half for personal purposes, and we're hoping that's gonna work because I'm sick of having a pile of papers on my desk. I do have one extra little drawer unit under my desk that I used for all of the things YouTube, I guess. I have all of my camera equipment in here, a little light that I use sometimes when I take Instagram photos, all of my SD cards, external hard drives, all of that stuff. So I'm just going to neatly organize that into one little drawer organizer and then call those drawers good. Finishing off my perfectly clean office and perfectly clean space, I'm gonna add in a little essential oils to my diffuser and show you guys the after. Here's the pile of things that I am going to move to a different room, declutter, and throw away, as well as the finished drawers all together. They look so beautiful, and my finalized office. I hope you enjoyed this decluttering and organizing of my home office. Don't forget to head over to Jenny's channel at Cleaning Therapy and watch her office organization video as well. I know you're going to love her channel. Everything's linked in the description box below. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you came over from Jenny's channel or if you're new here, I would love if you hit that subscribe button. And until next time, I will see you guys later.